Last time on Tales of Zestiria.
Two are of earth, water, fire, and wind.
You need to go collect the 4 crystals pertaining to the 4 elements to save the world, Saray. No one has ever had to do this before in any sort of medium, ever. Hey guys, Raiden here, and welcome back to Tales of Zestiria. So we have a lot to talk about, and a lot of you probably know why I started the episode here again. But basically, between episodes, I've been grinding a bit, and it really makes me wonder how you're intended to do the post-game content in any of these games. Mainly just due to the fact that I think Tales is one of the worst XP gaps I've ever seen with difficulty. Like, I've seen difficulties where they go, okay, yeah, you're not going to get quite as much. But with Tales, it's a little ridiculous to the point where there's, like, no point in doing it. And I know you're supposed to, focus more on the gear, which I did do. I did go through that, bandit cave that one of the NPCs told us about last episode. And there was nothing in it, really. It was just a bunch of enemies and a few chests. I did get a few cool pieces of gear, like the Accurizer, which is a sword that you'll notice is far weaker than almost anything I have, but it has 100+ focus. And that's nuts, because, or has 76+ focus. And that's nuts because focus is what allows you to stun people, and it'll just allow us to stun people like crazy. So until this sword's completely irrelevant, it's pretty damn good. But anyways, yeah, that's what I've been doing between episodes. Things I missed. I don't know how I didn't see this, but I also do know how. This isn't, like, I'm not upset or anything, or mad or anything, but there's a thing that a lot of LPers call LP tax, and it's something you really don't understand until you have done it for a while. But it's when you are thinking of so many things, because you're trying to commentate, you're trying to see how long the episode is, you're trying to make sure your audio's okay, you're trying to make sure the game's running fine, you're trying to make sure you're getting along quickly and not missing, like, there's so much to focus on, that even obvious things like this, where it shows it on the map, you can miss pretty easily. I know there's also some points of interest I'm going to have to go back to, and I'm going to try to get back to those as fast as I can, or at least find them. If I don't, whatever. I'll try, though. I'll try and go back and do that this episode. Anyways, I can't believe I forgot who Malevolence was. How did I forget who Malevolence was? Malevolence is the true name of Laphicet. I guess I forgot about it because I just didn't internalize it, and especially due to some of the weirder names, like Eisen's was like Ufum Wegzub or something. His was just insane, so that kind of internalized with me, but Malevolence I just didn't remember, mainly because it's been it's been a few months since I played Berseria, so it didn't quite stick with me, but oh my goodness. There's some implications here. Anyways, let's check out this purple star that I wanted to look at forever ago.
Hey, isn't that the Earth in Historia?
Ah, okay, it's a Historia. That kind of scares me that there's this giant open little battlefield right over there. Green Iris Gem Zwei. Oh, it's Castlevania Man, and he's sad again. And some guy threw a thing at him. It's like, I think this brooch would look good on you. And now he's he's getting eaten by titans. And he went... Okay, but no, really,
so
obviously.
I guess that means that general...
It seems like something happened to his family name or whatever, and he got humiliated. It's kind of hard to tell.
Guy was exiled? From the army? From his country?
Maybe he lost a war? Just a thought.
Once there'd been huge crowds cheering for him, and now...
It makes me wonder, there was no one at all he could turn to?
That's par for the course for humans.
Oh, I knew something was coming. Oh, I found the Lord of the Land!
Quite surprising. A shepherd in an age like this.
I think you've surprised us!
And she's a cute, too.
My name is Saray, and you are?
I am Syndra, Shepherd Saray. Are you the Seraph of Lastenbell?
She reminds me of, like, Fuka from Persona 3. God, I hated that girl. No, I'm just kidding. Fuka wasn't that bad. What was bad was Mitsuru not wanting to talk to you unless you're a genius, and then not realizing, what was it, like what a hamburger was?
I once was, yes.
can we ask you to give your blessing again? There's no Seraphim enshrined at the sanctuary in Lastenbell, and strange things are happening.
That's of no relation to blessings.
How can you be sure?
Because I have used the bells in the belfry as my vessel.
I see. So the sanctuary in Lastenbell is nothing more than a figurehead.
In any case, it is no longer my concern. I no longer have the capacity to understand humans. Please, leave me be. May we ask you what happened? I'm sorry.
We can't force her to talk.
But something's up. We should do some research.
You're right. Let's go ask people in Lastenbell. They may know something.
Continue the side quest. I am really kind of curious about how Tales of Zestiria and a lot of Tales games take their progression. And if you're wondering what I mean by that, it's the fact that... how do I say this? It seems to reward you and give you things you need after you don't need them anymore. Like, for example, a lot of... And I know this is just the early game, but it gives you a lot of the enemy's weaknesses once you have already cleared the area without having access to an enemy weakness, and I mean elemental weaknesses, of course. And the Lord of the Land thing seems fine, but you don't even get the Lord of the Land until you're already done with the area. So it seems kind of counterintuitive, like, a lot of these rewards seem to only take place after you no longer need them. Anyways, let's go back to Lastenbell and see if anyone knows about the Lord of the Land. Can we shorten that? Lord of the Land? Lord Lodal? The Lodals. Oh, it's hard to say. My braces, actually. Never mind, we'll stick with Lord of the Land. They say little Margaret from the inn's gone and run away. Everyone was always calling her a liar, so who can blame her?
Looks like this Margaret or whatever might know something.
But wasn't she bullied, though? I have a bad feeling about this.
To think they do that to a kid, it's sick. If you ask me, I'm one to talk, though. I didn't lift a finger to help.
Saray, why don't we take a rest at the inn?
Good idea. That's Margaret's home, besides.
Alright, so... Sadly, I don't think the game keeps track of any side quests or anything like that, so... Even if I want to take a look back on what's happening, there's no actual tracker. And this is not the side quest we're currently doing for the Lord of the Land. This is something else where you're talking to someone and they're like, my daughter ran away or something. Cute pork belly. Delicious.
Not a lot of clues to her whereabouts.
We know something bad happened.
Maybe Syndra and Margaret had already known each other from before.
So you think Margaret had such strong resonance that she could talk to Seraphim?
Yeah. It's like they were once friends, but...
Something happened.
Yeah.
All the more reason we need to find and talk with Margaret.
A little girl can't have gone that far away. Let's look for her tomorrow around the city.
A scream?
Right outside!
Murder. Hold on, let me finish eating my cubed pork belly. Oh, it's just a Hellion.
It's a Rougarou, a Hellion that goes berserk when the moon is out.
Could it
A
be behind the murder
Rougarou?
streak?
That's close enough to Rokuro.
Tiger Blade! Solid Thrust! Solid Thrust! Ready? Back off! It's time! Whoa, this is...
Come on.
Huh? It's kind of weak.
A wolf monster!
She has resonance too? Dang.
We're going after it. Come on, hurry!
Well, she's traumatized forever. Like, did anyone else see the... That must suck now that I think about it. If you have resonance and no one to explain it to you, where did it go? I just saw it run this way. It didn't say anything. If you have resonance and there's no one around to explain it to you, it must be the worst thing ever. Like, you just start saying a bunch of shit and then you think you're crazy. And there's no one who can explain it. They just think you're crazy too. Oh, that must be awful. Then again, I guess the only reason Saray doesn't assume he's crazy is because he grew up with Seraphim. And there's no way he could have survived on his own. Which makes me wonder, did they ever talk about how Saray ended up in that village with Mikleo? Oh, it's just sitting out here.
There's 2 of them? And...
It's eating its own kind?
Yep, sounds pretty familiar. Because now that I think back to it, in Berseria, there were so many moments where you would have gone, oh, it's that! Like when Oscar started to armatize. You would have probably freaked out, and when other things were referenced, and like the Maltellus thing and all that. But for me, it's the opposite way around. It's kind of interesting that it's the opposite way around, though, because it went from, in this game, where it's like, everyone's armatized, always, all the time. Well, not really everyone, but you see it a lot. In Berseria, you're just fighting along, and all of a sudden, this Oscar just armatized, and you're like, what the hell did he just do? And then he kicked your ass for, like, hours. The music was good.
Can stand in our way.
Oh, they're all such nerds. What's wrong with your shoulders? Oh, I was wondering why he wouldn't talk to us. Breed wolf, Therian. No weaknesses and is resistant to everything but earth.
Lailah, is this a Rougarou as well?
No, this is a Hellion breed wolf. It's a beast turned Hellion.
It's agile, but open for attack after it moves.
Eat this! Rock winner! Ready, go!
Lailah, you knocked it way too far away.
Take rising sand! Rock winner! Ready, go!
Can you... Yeah, there we go.
Big on! Echo shot! Take this! Eat this! Rock winner!
Okay, we need to recover some SC now.
Rose, get back!
Woo!
Big on!
Are you guys serious?
Take this! Ready,
He got a hold
go!
of you for 1 second and you guys just die. It would be excellent if you guys stopped falling over dead. I mean, I'm just saying it's a suggestion, but you don't have to take it.
This isn't happening.
Oh goodness, we need to come back to life now. Well, that didn't go as well as expected. Sucks when like half your party members die. Why does it just become like completely immune every time I use that attack? It's the strongest one I have and he ignores it every time. Is it because it's purely physical? I wouldn't think it would be. No, there we go. Guys, I don't even know why you're de-armatizing. He's going to slaughter you if you do. He is only staring at Rose. He does not care. And I don't know what they're even doing. Rose and Mikleo are just like running around in a circle staring at him. I think he's moving so fast that RAI can't keep up with him. Wait, seriously, what are they doing? They're just running away. Guys, a little assistance? Anything at all? No, you guys are just gonna run around in the circle. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't have a strategy set up to do that, do I? Aim for weaknesses. I have no clue what they're doing. They're just running around being idiots. Seriously, what is this? Is it oh, I bet I gave an order on accident with the... That was me. That was my bad. I completely forget. I really wish I could remap the command buttons. Oh, shoot. Edna, just a little more. There we go. Woo! That was my bad. So, one thing I wish the game would let me do is remap, because if you click in the left stick, it switches between the auto where the game plays itself, the semi-auto where you run in a straight line, and then the manual which you move around how you wish. And I usually just play on semi-auto, but like I naturally while playing click down the stick so much and it becomes an issue. And the right stick, if you click it down, it gives the commands out and I don't even notice when I'm doing it. So that was my bad, but not intentionally either.
What? What is going on?
Margaret?
You can tell it's really me, even though my mom said I'm a monster.
Of course. I know you're not a monster.
No, but I became one, because me and Wiggs got so angry. Wiggs became a super scary monster all of a sudden, and then killed the people in the city. I got really scared, and so I went to go see my mom to get help, but then my mom...
Don't worry. Your mom is gonna come soon.
Really? I'm so happy.
Syndra, I sensed the presence of Hellions, and also a bit of nostalgia.
I can hear Syndra's voice. Wiggs, let's go to the bells.
Wait, is she
Syndra
dying?
will be waiting for us.
Holy shit, I didn't expect this child to
Margaret.
die.
I could have stopped this if I hadn't run away.
Wait a second, though. Saray, wait a second. You were getting mad at Zavid for murdering that Hellion, and you were like, we could have saved it. And here you are literally murdering a child. I mean, I assume the actual explanation is because, like, the malevolence is just, like, too much for her to take, especially since she's just a child. But still, Saray, isn't that kind of contradictory?
Syndra.
All Margaret said was that there isn't a Seraph enshrined in the sanctuary.
I see. And so that must have been what led to the bullying.
Yes. In the midst of the intensifying clash between countries, the Church has been disciplining their believers more strictly. It's gotten to a point where they've started to act hostile towards anyone else with conflicting values and beliefs. Even if it is just some child's nonsense.
So that's the reason why you left, out of utter disgust with humans.
Shepherd Saray, please, could you give me just one more chance to protect the city?
I'd like to, but that city is still...
But she's willing to do it, right?
Yes. I won't have people speak of my friend as a liar.
I had no idea that those two side quests were intrinsically tied. They seem like two separate things. Please don't freeze. Oh, thank God.
I've always thought that having resonance was a good thing, but I guess that's not always true.
Once you can see with it, your world is never the same again. Depending on how you take it in, you could change for the worse.
In the end, it is what you make of it.
Everyone's got their own values.
But different values bring conflict amongst the people.
Humans and Seraphim effectively live in different worlds. No wonder it's hard to live in harmony with each other. It's the same for shepherds and humans.
What's important is having the capacity to accept each other's differences.
Right. We're separate beings in the end, after all. Besides, resonance has nothing to do with this anyways. Those bullies are at fault.
So you're willing to accept us then, Rose?
Well, if something is real, it's real. May as well be positive about it.
That's pretty smart of you, especially considering you're Rose.
I told you not to talk inside my head!
Why don't you just accept it? It's how we Seraphim are.
Well, I think it's creepy. I'm entitled to my opinion.
Blessing for Last Bell region has been restored. All it took was a dead child. Good job, Saray. Anyways, we got a costume for someone. Oh, here it is. Traveling Girl alternate color. Oh, that's a nice shade of purple. I mean, it kind of feels weird, but you know what? We can rock it for a little bit. Kind of like the basic one better. Her Scattered Bones outfit is cool because it's like a thing. And I still don't know why she gets all of Alicia's costumes. Like, it's going to be super awkward if we meet Alicia and she's just wearing her clothes. She's like, where did you... How did you... It's like, well, while we were assassinating that guy, or attempting to, I stole these clothes out of your closet because I thought they looked pretty nice.
The Cardinal's intensity was so intimidating. Is that the responsibility that comes when you carry the weight of the country?
She's just some idiot human who became a Hellion.
Is she the one you need to get your vengeance on?
I wouldn't know. She beat you so badly I couldn't even tell.
Sorry.
Don't screw up next time. I've got to get my revenge, you know.
Yeah, I'll try.
You sure about that? If she's the one I need to get vengeance on, it means she's dead meat.
Yeah. I guess I'll have to think about it. Thanks.
Thanks for what?
I just figured you were worried about me or something.
There's no point in even thinking about it, if that's the only way you can interpret things.
Dessel's so complicated. Can never tell what that man is thinking. Honestly, like, I saw a picture of Dessel before this, and I thought it was just Savid wearing a hat. Because they look so similar. I guess just Seraphim look alike in their elements. Well, Edna looks like Aizen because she's been around Aizen for so long. But if we compare some of the elements, like in Berseria, no one was attributed to a specific element. Everyone had a few, I believe. Bestow the Lord of the Land's blessing on equipment of +10 or higher, and you can transform them into different items. Who the hell gets equipment +10 or higher? I can barely get my equipment to like +3. I could not even imagine sitting around an area long enough to kill things to get +10. I shall pray for the peace to return to this town and to the heart of Margaret's mother. How do you even explain that to your daughter? Did we even explain that to her? Like, oh, your daughter turned into a demon and died. Or did we just go like, oh, here's a body? Because we kind of just glossed over that part, but I guess enough depression and sadness is enough for the day. I suppose. There are a bunch of cows out there, as well as an oddly colored skunk that I'm sure is like level 2000. But you know what? We'll go and try to fight it anyway. I remember seeing this thing in Berseria too. Yeah, it's not even attacking us. Well,
Looking for
Dangeroma. Level 40. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Found it.
Dangeroma. Sounds dangerous.
We'll have Saray cut through the situation. I mean, since arts aren't all that effective.
So we can win this if we use sword-based physical attacks, right?
Yep, that's why I said cut through. Get it?
Yes, I get it. Wait, what do you mean sword-based physical attacks? They're weak to fire. Or is she talking about the, yeah, these ones are weak to physical. Not the Mega Skunk.
Be gone! Strike! Back off! Be gone! Be gone! Strike! Not yet! Ready? Earth Dragon Fang! Yeah. Ready? No escape!
And they keep running away.
Be gone! Yeah! Hang on, everyone! That did it! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Let's keep it up! Flow and surge! Burn! Rend the jump! That did it! How's this?
Time that warp
Eat
instantly.
this! Iron Current, come to my side! Rock Satellite!
Wonderful.
Okay, now on to the big bad.
Vermillion Rain. Lightning strike.
Phantasm Flash! Phantasm Flash! We're gonna hit it! Yeah! Sword Flare! Here!
Oh my goodness, that was close.
Pillars of Flame!
These Hellions have high attack.
Yeah, I better revive her just in case.
Rogues!
Embarrassing.
Can't end here!
No, 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 no.
Much screwed. I can't.
Oh, that feels so bad. We were so close. Why is this game so hard? I know I put it on hard, but why is it so hard? Lailah, please. We have to do this.
I want to become stronger as
Oh.
a seraph.
You have more than enough time.
That wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be.
Sweets are so good, especially after a battle.
Found a new discovery point, Hyland Steer. Oh, really? I missed this one too? Okay, I gotta be super careful. Seems like I can't do any of these skits, and which is very weird because all of my party members are still here and the party makeup has not changed. Like, I still don't actually know why I can't do them, but I guess I can't because the game's like, no, you're too late. So, okay. I guess I'll just continue on with the story then, seeing as how every single skit I've tried to find out here is pretty damn pointless and doesn't happen. Okay, well, since none of the points of interest that I've missed this far are doing anything for me, we're just gonna continue on with the main story, because I completed that side quest we were doing, and yeah, we're here now. By the way, I could go back and reload the save, and I was going to do that so I could hear the rest of the dialogue, but I actually saved over that when I'm trying to rotate my saves, so...
What's that?
Oh, hey, point of interest. Vermillion ore.
It looks like something was dug up here.
This red stone, maybe?
Vermilion ore, you mean?
Come again?
It's a rare type of mineral. It's a crystallization of nutrients in the earth, often used as medicine. But...
I've read about this stuff. Some of its elements are highly toxic, so it can be tricky to handle. Right! This is what they're using to make the fake elixir.
Oh, alright. Every time I see ore in this game now, all I can think of is Rokuro's stupid quest for the perfect sword that doesn't work till like the end of the game. He's like, I have the swords to beat you, Shigure. They break. I have new swords to beat you, Shigure. They break. I have a new pair of swords, Shigure, and then they break. The Kurogane is like, you know what, I'm really tired of this. I'll just be the sword. He's like, these swords are great. And then at the end of the game, it shows he turned them into 2 long swords. And one kind of looked like his brother's, and then one was the Kurogane sword, which is cool. I think he had one forged out of his brother's sword. Anyways. Let's enter the Trial of Fire. I know I made the Final Fantasy joke about collecting the 4 elements, but seriously.
This ruin looks awfully old, doesn't it, Mikleo? Sure does. This qualifies as a major discovery. Oh man, I can feel my whole body burning up with excitement!
Pretty sure that's just the heat.
Status ailments. Enemies resistant to fire cannot be inflicted with burn. Wow, I did not know that. Even when sustaining damage from fire-type terrific arts. This restriction is disabled, however, when attacking them with a weakness combo. Thank you. Well, we can't go that way. I'm kind of wondering how long each of these trials are going to be. Like, if they're going to be horrid, full-length dungeons for every single one.
Stand strong!
Blazing demons, come forth!
I think we're gonna get burned fighting this one.
It'll turn into a ball of fire and charge.
But it sure has some guts rolling around like that.
Ocean Blitz! As your assault!
Can't even really see what I'm doing right now.
I like your moxie.
Orb weavers are among stronger spider helmets.
be careful of its merciless consecutive attacks.
Be gone!
The type that
I swear in this game, every time it's like, look out for this thing. It's really dangerous. It's a complete pushover, but they're gonna be like, hey, Saray, it's a squirrel. And then my entire party falls in seconds. This dungeon is going to take a while. That's for sure. Seriously, some of these areas are just filled with enemies, and you cannot outrun them. And that's not enough. What? Why does this one keep going out? Okay, that was strange. I guess if I fill this up with enough lava, I'll be able to step onto the center platform. Probably. Okay, I think I've just been getting lucky up until now, but there have been all these torch puzzles. And, I think I've just been brute forcing them, but I realize if you look at the bottom, they have little Roman numerals on them. So, you know, I did puzzles the way I normally do. Hit it until it works. But hey, I figured it out. I don't even know if it's relevant anymore, but I figured it out. And this is not where I have to go. Weird, this door won't open, so I can't go to this side. What's the reason for that, though? I don't see anything like normal that would let us through. I mean, on the bright side, I'm really glad the enemies aren't respawning. Because they can be troublesome. Mikleo, however you made a mango sorbet in this volcano, I will never know. Hey, there's actually a Norman in this hellhole. Why are you here? Seriously, there's no way out. Have you just been stuck in here forever? Got it equipped with open skills. I live for nothing but this. Oh, yeah. Just shove it on the sword. Shock. Now serves the Lord of the Land. Thank you, Shock. I have freed you from this fiery hell. Oh, I see. These puzzles are slightly different. The ones before had the Roman numerals on every side. Hold on, there's a spider.
That was a tough enemy. Let's prepare for
So
our
as I was
next
saying
battle.
before I was ambushed by the spider, I've been having to light these braziers, as I believe they're called. Hopefully I'm not getting that wrong for something else, but yeah, they each have Roman numerals. I noticed these ones, they don't light from other sides. They disappear and flicker out. But you have to light them from the right side. Ha. Puzzles! Not like puzzle, it's attentiveness, which is not my strong suit. Unless it has to do with minor details that don't impact the story whatsoever, or completely break the story and I wasn't supposed to notice it at all.
I remember this place was in the Celestial Record.
Okay, I think we brought it up as high as it can go.
I found this.
Found new discovery point. Large rock of Vermillion ore.
To think there'd be such a large rock of Vermillion ore.
That's not good.
What do you mean?
Vermillion ore is a mineral that can only be generated through immensely powerful fire-based seraphic arts.
So there are tough enemies ahead. I say bring it on.
Let your guard down, and you may wind up with more than a little skin burn.
Certainly. This ore is far beyond my capability to produce, even with my fire affinity.
Then what scale are we talking?
Think of an erupting volcano, and you're closer.
Wouldn't be a shrine of trials without a trial or two, I guess.
Someone's unflappable.
But I think he has the right idea. We can't back off now.
True. Well, would it be a trial if it didn't challenge you in any way? Actually, no, that would actually be hilarious. Like, we have to send you through these trials you will surely have a problem with. To open the grand main door, you must solve all the... And Trey just breaks the door down. He's like, I solved the trial. I'm inside. I miss the super modes of the older Tales games. And by super modes, I mean, like, those of you who have played older Tales games, or even Exilia had this, like Vesperia, Exilia, whatever, they always had some giant bar you could fill up, and then you would expend it, and you could do shit tons of crazy combos and stuff, and that seems to be gone now. Like, with this new system, they have a lot of basic stuff you can do, and you can armatize, but I don't really see as high as combo potential, or even just being able to spam a, MP intensive art. I know it's not called MP, but I'm calling it MP right now, okay? So, before I go back down there and fight an enemy equivocal to a volcano, I'm actually going to go back to the village, and I'm going to try and fuse some stuff and rest in an inn and get more supplies, because although I haven't shown much because it's literally been me silent and fighting the same 3 enemies over and over again, it's been a very intensive dungeon. It's very long, and it's not as dangerous, say, as some of the caves we were in before, because the enemies are manageable, but you still have to be kind of careful. So I want to gear up before we fight this volcano demon. I'm gonna laugh so hard if this was caused by that one time Velvet made that volcano just explode and erupt. The time she practically just punched it. And it's like, yeah, someone just punched a volcano forever ago. And now it's exploding constantly. Or it created this thing.
After
Oh, good thing I actually came back to this inn, or else we would have missed some more skits.
Coming to Gadadin, I can see why the people value their pope, their chief so much.
Yeah, it's the story of humans, weakness and all.
Weak though they may be, they can always make amends. Though even now I can't say for sure if my decision was correct.
But that's who you are, Saray. Doubts and all. If nothing else, that's why we follow you.
Even if you suck sometimes.
But hey, it all ended well, right? Rose didn't even have to chop anyone to bits.
I don't know about that. She looks like she's still making pro and con lists.
Just like you, right?
I do hope Rose finds a path in life that doesn't involve killing people anymore.
You and the rest of us.
A path without killing, huh?
I really wonder if Rose is even actually an assassin. Like, I'm sure she has some secrets, and I'm sure she couldn't have gone for this long without murdering someone, but still. It seems so unlikely the way she acts about things and how many times she's decided to spare people and been like, they're not worthy of dying by my blade. Just like Rokuro. I've heard there's an anime that happens after Zestiria called Tales of Zestiria the X, and I guess don't watch it because it spoils this game. But after I finish this game, I definitely want to give it a watch. Because, like, I've heard you get to see some of the characters as they're older, and some of the characters from Berseria make an appearance. So I can't wait to dig into that once I'm done with all this.
Hello, it is your Lord and Savior, Artorius Coldbrand.
Lord Artorius, why can I hear you in my head?
I don't know, just Tails will write something in and make it so you can hear me.
Alright, do you want something?
I just wanted to see how your exploits in spreading the word of Innominat are coming.
I don't even know what Innominat is.
A shepherd not knowing what Innominat is? Next you're going to tell me women can armatize and that Malachim aren't just some slave race.
You really do have the ideals of a 1,000-year-old shepherd, don't you?
Boy, back in my day.
Okay. Time to save the game, walk across this bridge, and hope that whatever is over there won't just stomp all over me and destroy me. We did gain quite a few levels while we were here. I think when I entered this place, I was level, like, 22 or something, and now I'm level 26. So I've been at it for a while. Alright. Oh, I gotta do this again, huh? Let's see, 3, 2, 4, 1. Alright, gotcha. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is it gonna be a staircase? Oh, there's gonna be a staircase that goes even deeper. Oh, it's even better. It's an elevator that goes further down into the Earth's core. It would be getting really hot, wouldn't it? Like, I couldn't even imagine.
But still, isn't it almost too neat of a coincidence that this turned out to be a shrine of trials?
I believe it. There's Vermillion ore all over the place after all.
Good point. Vermillion ore is only formed in the aftermath of the use of powerful fire seraphic arts.
By powerful, you mean like Lailah's arts?
I'm afraid not. My flames are yet too weak to create Vermillion ore.
Meaning there's an art user out there even stronger than Lailah.
That's terrifying. I bet they're not made out of paper, are they? What is that?
That crest.
So this is the Shrine of Musif, one of the 5 lords.
He was the first seraph to call forth flame. It is said that he appears only at the beginning and the end of the world.
Meaning we don't want to meet him.
So, now what do we do?
That stone slab sure looks fishy. Don't know what it is, but maybe we can take a stab at it.
Take a slab at it.
Ancient lettering.
It's not encrypted or anything. I can read it. To those of good will who would stand against evil.
Place thine hands upon the monuments in the cardinal directions, and my, Musif's purifying flames shall be bequeathed unto thee.
Whoa, dang, you're all smart and stuff.
I like ruins.
So, what does it mean?
Well, basically, if we put our hands over the 4 monuments, we'll get the power of Musef. I guess.
Well, shoot, that sounds easy enough.
Oh no!
Oh, please don't be held off. Please.
Must
Okay.
be his domain.
It's just a repeat of that lizard demon we fought in the last dungeon. Oh yeah, by the way, as I was going through the dungeon for 2 hours, it didn't take me 2 hours to clear the dungeon, but I stayed in it for 2 hours to grind and do some stuff. But I kept thinking about, like, how we're talking about the 5 lords or whatever it's talking about. How I have to go through these 5 elements. Since we were talking about Malevolence, I'm pretty sure that's one of them. When I think about the other 4, I think about the 4 people specifically that Velvet ate. I forgot what exactly she used their souls for or whatever, but it was Teresa, Oscar, Melchior. Who was the last one? Who was the guy? Who was that guy? Shigure. Yeah, she ate those 4 people, so when it's time about going to those 4 shrines that each represent a different element, that's what I'm kind of thinking of, because I think Oscar was wind, Teresa was water, Shigure was fire, and Melchior was earth. So that's my idea that I have, because one of you guys in the comment section said something about it, like, it relating to something that Velvet did. So that's my guess as to how the 4 lords, or whatever we're going for, went. I'm still a little confused on what these temples exactly are, but... Oh my goodness, we... That's right, we...
That's what I said. This is crazy as hell.
Oh, I'm supposed to destroy those things.
We can break the domain.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and revive you, okay? Life bottle.
Rose.
Just be a distraction, won't you, please? Oh, I just have to touch them. That's all. Touch. Touch. And lastly, come on, touch.
We're back.
Guys!
Yes! We broke through the domain!
And my burns healed too.
Now we can fight for real demon dragon lizard. So he's armored and dragon. And he also has some friends, but they're just beast wolf things. So before we do anything here, we do have an armored attack. We also have a dragon attack on Saray. And if we're armorized with Mikleo, we do have an armored attack also. So we do have an advantage there. I still only have bubble arrow with Mikleo. Kind of disappoints me. But whatever.
Now, we're finally evenly matched.
I didn't want to armorize with Lailah. No.
I need a hand. That did it.
Destruction!
It wasn't strong enough.
It can't end here.
Wait, where'd Mikleo go?
You fools!
Did Rose armatize with Mikleo right at the start and then die before I could do anything? Is that what just happened? Or was Mikleo with me and I accidentally switched or something? And or did he die just... I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Let's try that again. Also, I don't know why Lailah's with me. I think it switched around who has who, but there's no reason for Lailah to really be here, so... take... Dazzle.
Okay.
Now, we're finally evenly matched. Break on through.
We need to get rid of these dogs first.
Saint Zero. Blistering blades. Break on through. Now's my chance.
High strike!
Okay. It's gonna help out a lot. Wow, he just charged through everything I was throwing out.
Open the floodgates. Bubble arrow.
Guys, don't die like that. I need you.
Not yet.
I need you a lot.
Blue flurry. Pierce and explode. Blistering blades. Azure assault. Open the floodgates. Break on through. Open the floodgates.
Come on, come on.
Ocean blitz.
Just go down, you damn lizard. He just doesn't want to stun. Good gravy. I can't get him to take any stun damage. Like, he's not recoiling from my attacks at all. And he's weak to water and armor, which I'm using both on him. I better get her back to life real quick, shouldn't I? Come on, Rose, get back up. We need you. God damn it, Edna. Like, he's not stunning at all. This isn't good. I have never fought an enemy before that just doesn't stun. Like, there's no... He's not even... I can't even keep my allies alive. I pretty much have to do this alone if I even want to. You guys should really armatize. There we go. Now he's getting stunned. Just required some more people.
Open the floodgates. Bubble arrow. Here goes. Blue flurry.
I don't know why he wasn't stunning before, huh? Fire.
Blue flurry. Azure assault. Blue flash.
Fire. Man, we're doing work on him. No. Oh, Lailah's dead. I might as well revive Rose. I have everyone wearing fire resistant stuff right now, so that's about as high as it's gonna go. Why'd you stop attacking him now? I need you to keep going. Ow. No, don't. Okay, now. Life bottle. Oh, no. No. Well, I'm still alive. What is he doing? Huh. Am I running out of life bottles? No, I'm fine. It hasn't been that bad yet. That's all I wanted to do. I should have been holding it during. Hey, stop!
Rose, get back!
Stop hitting all of my teammates. All of my party members are dying and it's your fault. Guys, come on. I've been giving you commands to focus attacking him. And yet you're just running around in a circle not doing anything. I don't understand what your goal is here, guys. I'm like, hey guys, you should attack him, and they just run away.
Don't push yourself, Lailah.
And Lailah's down.
Break on through. Destruction.
Looks like we're pretty much soloing this.
Edna, be careful.
Edna's dead. Or not. Come on. Oh, wait, what? Just do a somersault.
I would think not. Despite appearances, this one isn't a Hellion.
Well spotted. This form you see is but a facade.
What?
May we presume you are one of the Protector Seraphim who serves the Lord Musif?
Quite so. I am Exio, the Protector Seraph of Fire.
Were you acting as a Hellion just to test us?
I needed to verify you were worthy of receiving the blessing. Be not aggrieved.
And the result?
You passed the trial of strength. Accordingly, I shall grant you the power of Musif, deity of fire amongst the 5 lords. Lift up your sword.
Thank you, Exio.
These flames shall carve the binding brand.
Whoa!
Binding brand?
It is very simple.
He's the binding blade. Good job. He literally took Roy's gimmick away from him.
Choose either yourself or your fire seraph, and with these flames, char their face.
Huh?
Don't fret, you're not going to die.
That is not the problem.
You sought to undertake this trial. Are you not prepared for the consequences? Answer me, Shepherd. To whom shall you direct those flames? What shall they scorch?
I...
Saray, no!
Lailah!
Lailah, what are you...
Please, you mustn't attempt to carry the burden entirely alone. In its enormity, it will surely wound you. And then, once more. And I cannot allow the same mistake to happen.
I'm so sorry. I wasn't myself. Fethmis Mioma!
Okay, and what does this add? Wait, no, what? When performing a combo while fire armatized, press and hold R2 plus circle to unleash a... Oh, we're literally unlocking Mystic Arts.
I shall burn all of the malevolence away! Forever!
I like the camera work, how it kind of drags along the sword.
Incredible.
Whoa! What was that power?
The spiritual power of fire left by Musif. The power needed to break the Hellion's domain, and to stand against the Lord of Calamity. An excellent answer, Shepherd.
What?
A Hellion. Wasn't it purified?
Not a Hellion. This is my true form.
Oh? Well, I guess that's all right then.
Nothing gets past you. Just what I'd expect from one who passed both.
Why doesn't your mouth
trials.
move?
Ah, so it was a test of strength and spirit.
Let us exchange introductions once again, Shepherd Saray. I am the Seraph Exio.
So this was all intentional? Pretty devious of you.
Unavoidably so, yes. It is the Shepherd's fate to oppose the deviousness of humans. If the theatrics were perhaps a little much, well, I was after all once human myself.
Really?
My, you really don't know anything, do you? Long have I been a Seraph, but I was not born as one.
There are two types of Seraphim. Those who were born into it, and humans who became Seraphim at some point.
Is that right?
Huh, that's kind of weird. Well, I guess it's... How do I say it? I guess it's kind of weird, the fact that way back when, during Berseria, we were like, maybe humans can turn into Seraphim? Maybe? And now it's just surefire, but I guess that would be because of the fact that, like, it's happened. It's proven to have happened with Artorias and all that, and with his wonderful wife and child.
That's news to me.
So, were the turtles Seraphim just turtles before?
You're Lailah, correct? You obtained the flames of purification through the
Norman
oath, I
Seraphim
see.
came from just Norman.
Hold on a sec.
It
What
must
even
have
is a
taken
Norman?
great determination. What was it you
They look
lost
sort
to
of like
obtain
bears,
the power?
but they also have mousy kind of bits too.
Nothing.
Then
Just by
why not
being
just
here,
call them mouse
Saray gives me
bears?
back far more than I ever lost.
That would just be too easy.
What now?
Oh, nothing. I was just saying you're like an apple gel. You both restore health and taste great.
Huh?
For a shepherd, you're more amusing than I had expected.
What's that supposed to mean? People keep saying things like that.
I'm sure it's a good thing. Come on, Let's go.
3 trials yet remain. Keep your wits about you, and be ever steadfast.
I just kind of noticed, maybe it's just the lighting, but it looks like Lailah has some, like, tints of green in her hair. Also, it's very unsettling how Lailah keeps strong-arming us, but I know she's doing it because she's being nice, not because she's like, I'm going to sacrifice you to the Innominate hole or something. No, it's just like, she obviously lost a shepherd or the last shepherd, or perhaps my little idea is that Heldolf was actually once a shepherd that Lailah knew or someone, and he got consumed by the burden of the shepherd and inhaled too much malevolence and became the Lord of Calamity. But that's probably kind of far off because I feel like that may be too obvious. But anyways, scenario skills, spiritual powers. By acquiring the spiritual powers of the shepherd, you will learn not only mystic arts chromatization, but also scenario skills that can remove certain status ailments from all party members. You can check these skills by viewing each seraph's titles. Woo, look at all those level ups and art learns. Art learns? Is that a thing? Learn Flamberge. Cool. Let's take a look at this stuff. I do have more arts. I have Crimson Edge now for Saray. And hey, I almost have all of my normal arts. I almost have all of my martial arts learned with Saray. That's neat. And Lailah learns Spirit Cage, deals non-elemental damage to a single party or single enemy, has a chance of inflicting paralysis, and seals the focus up effect from the enemy. And Concerto Infernus. So our party members are starting to learn their own sets of mystic arts. I was a little worried that the and those aren't even gained by completing these trials, because Dezel has one. I was kind of worried that the Seraphim alone wouldn't have their own set of mystic arts, and then they would only have armatized versions, but they do. Oh man, I gotta check all these out. Everyone has one except for Mikleo. Sorry, Mikleo, you're not important enough, I guess, to get one. I should probably search around a little. Every time I don't, people are like, but you missed a super obvious skit in point of interest, and doesn't look like there's anything, though.
I can sense the ancient tongue.
God damn it.
We're near one.
Mystic Arts. To unleash a Mystic Art while armatized, hold down circle plus R2 while performing a combo with a blast gauge of 4 or greater. Alternatively, you can use a Banish Blast. There's a battle action that enables you to hold down R2 plus circle before Banish Blast hits. If you do this, the Banish Blast won't finish off the enemy and instead will chain directly into your Mystic Art. That one will leave a mark. That's cool. I'll have to make sure I equip that if I don't have it already. I'm interested to see what these are going to be like. They purposely make the water temple, like, hellish. I'm going to be upset.
Shepherd!
We managed to overcome the trial. Now we have a chance against the malevolence of the Cardinal.
The Fortune I remember was sincere and devout, with a sense of responsibility second to none. How could she do something like this? No, perhaps I don't have the right to say such things.
Malevolence in the hearts of mankind sure is complicated.
Yeah. I do hope we find a way to bring salvation to them. Someday.
Agreed.
If anyone can do it, you can.
Lailah sure has a lot of faith. Oh, God. Oh, my God. This rock formation is just wonderful. Oh, hey, look. It's Saray down there. Is he still up there? No, of course he's not. There's also someone with him. A character I have not seen before. One thing I do kind of miss from the older Tales games, and this happened especially in Exilia, is how many, like, human-on-human fights there were. Like, in Exilia, there was a whole cast of, like, political villains and such. And you got to fight all these different humanoid enemies that use all these cool weapons and such, but I feel like one of the things that Berseria and Zestiria have done away with is humanoid enemies almost entirely. Aside from a few select bosses, it feels like they're gone. They prefer to, like, reuse the same model of monster over and over again with slight variants, and it gets kind of old, and it makes me miss the unique fighting styles you used to get from enemy boss fights back in, like, Exilia. And I mean, in Berseria, we did have, like, the whole boss roulette at the end, which I really did like. I like the fact that I just got to go straight from boss to boss to boss at the very end of the game. That was neat, but I would like to see a bit more variety in enemies, you know? Guess that's all I'm saying for now. Let's go rest up at the inn.
I wonder what's happening in Pendrago now.
If we take too much time, Sergei and his brigade may be forced into a situation where they need to take action.
It would also give Fortin more time to devise a trap.
Don't even say that!
Just stating a fact.
Though it is a shame.
Yeah.
If we don't do anything, the situation won't get any better.
That's for sure.
The dog whisperer?
Is that so?
There's more of those dogs now.
Maybe Dezel has some new friends?
Well,
Oh my god, I wish I could be Dezel. That'd be amazing. Look at all those cute puppers.
that's no good.
He's talking with those dogs.
From a normal person's perspective, I bet we don't look any less weird.
Don't lump me together with those mutts.
But the dogs do feel the same. In a good way.
Those dogs are so mature.
If they're mature, then so am I. Give me some credit for once.
No one will ever be nice to Mikleo ever, and I feel so bad for him. Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna go back to Pendrago then. Which we can't fast travel there. So we're gonna go to the fields outside of Pendrago. And it's raining again. Man, this seems like a really nice place to live with all these fields and... Actually, I don't know how anyone tends to these fields. These are so huge. Must have a lot of farmers.
Shepard, there you are. The Church has asked the Emperor to have the Platinum Knights subdued and disbanded. They have been accused of instating a false shepherd and plotting a rebellion.
That was quick. Do you think they already got word of events in Gadadin?
This is because I got involved.
You're no fake. They're just making up excuses to do what they want.
Go see the captain in the Knight's Tower if you want to know more.
Cardinal Fortin, we can't underestimate her for a second.
Well, I'm ready on my end. Bring it on, church lady.
Wait, how can they even say I'm fake? How can they even get away with that notion after I appeared on the battlefield and wiped out like 100+ soldiers on my own? What does that even mean? How many times can you pull that card before it's like, no, for real, I was getting shoved by rocks and caught on fire and drowning at the same time? Like, that seems a tad bit unrealistic at this point. I mean, how would word not go around of a magical entity walking on the battlefield, destroying everyone? You know?
Soray, thank goodness you're safe.
Is it true the Cardinal has ordered the suppression of the Knights?
It is. I suspect this letter we received was the last straw.
I, Boris Strelka, have witnessed Cardinal Fortin engaging in an unspeakable ritual. Using vile magic in the Holy Shrine, the Cardinal is unleashing incessant rains upon Pendrago.
The Cardinal is the one making it rain?
You can't be serious!
Considering the power of her domain, it isn't all that far-fetched.
There are Seraphim out there who've moved the continent.
Moved the whole continent?
Saray, let's continue reading.
Cardinal Fortin is the evil behind the ongoing curse of the Empire and its people. Regrettably, I have already fallen prey to the curse of the Cardinal. I entrust the rest to my brother Sergei and my comrades.
If it's come to this, then we have no choice but to fight against the Cardinal. Soray, where's the Pope?
There's something I need to tell everyone about that, but you might not like it.
I don't know if they're gonna be angry or not.
So he's not coming back.
I'm sorry for deciding without you.
The Pope isn't coming back? But now what? He was our shield.
We've been betrayed!
It is we, the Knights, who shield the Empire and its people.
It is we who shoved our duties onto the Pope. It is we who are to blame for the consequences. Some things we must do ourselves rather than depend on others. I swear on my lion sword.
On my lion sword!
Yeah.
Wait! No ordinary humans can hope to take on the Cardinal.
You've done more than enough. I do not wish for you to bear the same painful burden that the Pope had to.
No, I'm serious.
You
She
know,
will
Soleil,
destroy you.
Even if it is for the people, this is still a political battle.
So what if it is?
Well then, how about this? We'll investigate the Cardinal's possible involvement regarding the reign from our end. In the meantime, Sergei and the others can try to convince the Emperor to believe the Knights.
So, ultimately Soleil means to fight the Cardinal after all?
Our goal is just to clear up this mystery. Don't you want to know?
Yes, I do. I'd like to find out if there truly is something causing the rain.
I must apologize. It seems all I can do is put you in danger.
I'm more worried about you. If the Emperor sides with the Cardinal or takes a hands-off approach, either way, you guys are screwed.
If we can convince the Emperor, we should be able to capture the Cardinal.
We'll get him to see the truth, for the people and our comrades.
I do feel like in Berseria, we had a much clearer goal. Like, I know our thing here is to stop malevolence and defeat the Lord of Calamity and all that, but it seems like we're getting sidetracked by every single little thing. Oh hey, Georg Heldolf.
Hey, isn't this the guy from the Earth in Historia?
The first captain of the Platinum Knights, General Georg Heldolf.
Heldolf!
And this was painted over 20 years ago.
He would definitely show up in the Earth in Historia.
So this is Heldolf.
Cool. Yeah, you guys were saying there was a very important skit in here, and I'm glad I didn't miss that, but I kind of already guessed that. They look close enough, and their clothing is literally almost the same. So, but still, thank you guys for warning me about that. Edna, stop pickpocketing knights. They don't get paid very well. Okay, anyways, I've actually been recording for 4 hours.
Was Sergei's brother,
So, even if this episode winds up being...
the Cardinal, and he put his life on the line for it.
Sergei seemed pretty calm about the whole thing.
So even if this episode winds up being, like, absolutely nothing lengthwise, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode in which we are going to look for Cardinal Fortin, because this person is becoming a thorn in our side constantly. But anyways, if you liked the video, please leave a like. It helps out a lot. And if you want to become a member of the Dust Brigade, just click subscribe. Fun question for you guys who made it this far in the video. Who's your favorite Zestiria/Berseria character? Kind of curious on that. Thanks and have a wonderful day. Raiden out.